Alright, this is my post for digital storytelling applied. My dad's gonna yell at me for these towels because he watches all of my videos. And also, this is gonna be a long video. The process that I found worked best for me was going through and doing the DICE formula for each and every single story, video, post, everything that we had to read. It was a lot to read. So, and listen to, of course. So that's kind of how I'm gonna break it down, and then I have like how it all connects in the end. So I started by reading all the short essays in the introduction, followed by watching Mama and Me Chronicles by Dr. Allison Upshaw in the group 1, The Woman Who Raised Me by Tracy Dorsey in group 2, and then A Little Black Girl's Magic by Lakeisha Harris in group 3. And then after that, I read the reflection essays. So we start with the describe on the diet formula. Here we go. This is gonna be longer than 5 to 7 minutes. I'm so sorry, MJT. The excerpt discusses starting with the first one. The excerpt discusses the collaboration between Robin M. Borland and Rachel Ramist to create the Storytelling Project, which focuses on empowering women of color through storytelling and digital media. Borland, an audioethnographer and scholar, emphasizes the importance of sharing the lived experiences of Black women, particularly in the South. Ramist, a filmmaker and feminist scholar, aims to amplify marginalized voices. Their partnership emerged after years of considering collaboration spurred by life changes and funding opportunity. In 2018, they planned a workshop for women of color to enhance their storytelling skills using technology. Then we're going to go to the I. The narrative reveals the personal and professional journeys of both authors, highlighting themes of resilience, collaboration, and empowerment. The author uses a reflective tone to convey vulnerability and determination in bridging their respective fields. The structure of the text, moving from their background to the project's inception, illustrates the organic development of their ideas. This approach emphasizes the significance of intersectionality in feminist storytelling as it draws attention to unique challenges faced by women of color. Now we're on to the C. This project connects to broader discussions in feminist theory and digital storytelling. It underscores the importance of representation and the role of technology in amplifying marginalized voices. The collaboration reflects concepts of community building and collective empowerment, often explored in feminist literature. It teaches us about the transformative potential of storytelling as a tool for social change, particularly within underrepresented groups. Now we're on to the E. The Storyteller Project is effective in its mission to empower women of color by combining storytelling with digital literacy. It offers participants valuable skills while fostering a sense of community. This initiative prompts readers to reflect on their own stories with the storytelling and the barriers that marginalized voices face. The project not only advocates for representation, but also encourages active participation in the creation of narratives, making it a compelling and relevant endeavor. Okay, now we're on to the second story I read. She traveled to Alabama to co-facilitate a digital storytelling workshop for women of color alongside her friend Robin Borland. The author was excited yet anxious, reflecting on New York City background and her awareness of the South's historical struggles. She encountered 13 women who had already bounded and were ready to share their stories. This workshop became a transformative space where the author not only taught technical skills, but also witnessed raw vulnerability. The stories shared highlighted personal and communal experiences, illustrating the power of Black women's voices when given the opportunity to express themselves. She realized the significance of trust within the group and how it enabled everyone to share their truths authentically. The workshop reaffirmed her classmates or those around her responsibility as a teacher, as a Black woman navigating similar challenges. The author felt immense gratitude for being allowed to guide the participants in amplifying their narratives, recognizing the collective strength that emerged from their shared experiences. This encounter not only impacted them, but also profoundly shaped my understanding of community and resilience. Overall, the workshop was a powerful reminder of the importance of creating spaces for marginalized voices. It reinforced authors' belief in the transformative power of storytelling, especially within the context of intersectional identities. The experience highlighted this beauty of connection and support among women, fostering an environment where everyone could rise together. Now we're on to number 3. Where are we? Number 3. This narrative recounts a 3-day digital storytelling workshop focused on women of color. The author, a participant observer, reflects on the dynamics of self-disclosure among participants, the challenges they face in sharing personal stories, and the potential for collective and individual change through storytelling. Major themes include negotiation of privacy, cultural differences in self-disclosure, and the empowerment that arises from shifting lived experiences. The events occur in the workshop setting, likely in a community-oriented space, and take place in 2018. The author uses reflective language and personal anecdotes to convey the emotional complexity of storytelling and self-disclosure. Literary devices such as rhetorical questions highlight the internal struggles participants face. The structure of the text reveals the evolution of the author's understanding of digital storytelling, emphasizing themes of vulnerability, cultural context, and the transformative power of narratives. As a reader, I grasp the tension between personal discomfort and the desire for connection and understanding within the group. This text connects the concepts of storytelling and identity we've discussed in class, particularly the idea that narratives can serve as the means of social change. It illustrates theories of collective identity and the importance of shared experiences in fostering community solidarity. The workshop also speaks to larger social issues such as marginalization of women of color that need for platforms that simply amplify their voices. This reading reinforces the notion that storytelling is a vital tool for both personal healing and broader social justice. And then the narrative is effective in demonstrating the profound impact of digital storytelling on participants' lives. It prompts readers to reflect on their own experiences of vulnerability and the power of sharing personal stories. The author's journey from apprehension to understanding underscores the significance of creating safe spaces for dialogue, encouraging me to consider how I approach sharing my own narratives and the stories in my life. Overall, the text emphasizes storytelling as a critical mechanism for fostering empathy and community. All right, number 4, which was the 4th one we read. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the podcast discusses the relationship between the speaker and her 88-year-old mother who recently was diagnosed with dementia. She explains that the importance of their relationship starts way before dating back to their ancestors. The story is told in a way that encourages us as listeners to be mindful and considerate of those around us because we never know what is going on in personal lives. The speaker uses literary devices that connect us to a deeper level to accept what is happening to her mother, almost as if it could happen to us. This connects to concepts we've talked about in class on a multitude of levels. We have read Black as the Body, in which it was a relationship with a mother and a daughter, which is very similar to the one told in this story. The story is effective. It shows us that love is unconditional though it may be hard. The love that we have, our mothers, are replaceable and important to our growth as human beings. Okay, story number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The text discusses the transformative power of digital storytelling, particularly through the methods developed by Joe Lambert and the Story Center in the 1990s. The major figures are Lambert and the diverse storytellers he has worked with, including students, community members, and professionals. The plot revolves around how digital storytelling empowers individuals by providing tools and techniques for sharing personal narratives. The events occur in various community settings with a focus on making storytelling accessible through technology. The story is told in a way that highlights the democratization of storytelling in the digital age. Lambert uses accessible language and practical examples to illustrate his methods, making it clear that storytelling is a universal skill that can be learned. The themes of empowerment, community engagement, and the importance of personal narratives emerge strongly. As a reader, I see how these stories can challenge dominant narratives in media and give voice to underrepresented communities. This reading connects to concepts of access and representation discussed in class. It teaches us that storytelling is not just an art form, but means of asserting identity and agency, especially for marginalized groups. It resonates with larger social issues related to media accessibility and power dynamics in traditional storytelling frameworks, emphasizing how technology can shift those dynamics. The story is effective because it not only informs but also inspires action. It made me reflect on my own experiences with storytelling and the barriers I have faced. The emphasis on community and shared narratives highlights the significance of diverse voices in our media landscape, prompting me to consider how I can contribute or support this form of storytelling in my own community. All right, last one, I promise, MJT. The text discusses the concept of self-representation digital stories, which are personal narratives told in the first person using technology. The author reflects on a workshop where participants share the stories influenced by their lived experiences, family narratives, and cultural media. A major theme is the intersection of technology and storytelling, highlighting both the benefits and challenges of using digital platforms. The events occur in a contemporary setting, focusing on the dynamics of storytelling in a digital age. The author uses a reflective and somewhat cautionary tone to explore how digital storytelling can empower individuals, but also presents risks such as technological failure. Literary devices include anecdotal evidence and personal reflection, creating a relatable narrative. The structure is non-linear, emphasizing the unpredictability of both storytelling and technology. Themes of loss, memory, and fragility of digital mediums emerge, prompting readers to consider the reliability of technology and preserving personal narratives. As a reader, I can grapple with the tension between embracing new forms of storytelling, acknowledging their limitations. This text connects to concepts of narrative theory discussed in class, particularly the idea of identity and representation or underrepresentation in storytelling. It reflects on how personal stories are shaped by cultural narratives and technology. This reading illustrates the importance of multifaceted storytelling approaches that raises questions about accessibility and preservation in digital age. It also resonates with broader social issues regarding the reliability of digital archives and the importance of maintaining diversity through storytelling methods. And finally, the story is effective in illustrating the complexities of digital storytelling. It made me rethink my own relationships with technology and storytelling, emphasizing the need for backup and redundancy in digital practices. The loss of the recording serves as a reminder of the fragility of digital mediums, prompting reflection on how we preserve and share our personal histories. Overall, it challenges the notion that digital storytelling is inherently superior, advocating for a balanced approach that honors traditional methods alongside technological advancements.